Hello, lovelies. Welcome to my channel, the Judy TV show. In here, friends, I talk about marriage and marriage-related trending issues. And my name is Judith. I want to react to the video of Aproko Bus Driver 2 that I saw. The first one where she told the story of the call she had with Emeka Ugwuonye, where he was demanding 10 million naira from her because she suggested that he should sue Jenny, the woman that is in Canada, for always dragging May and telling lies about her. Not just that she's saying the things that May posted about, but just telling lies about May and all that. And then when the man now said he's withdrawing his services from, representing May, a lot of stories came out there. I even made a video of that he was actually not representing May. I think he just decided to handle the social media aspect, going to court and coming to brief people about what is going on and all that, because she also said that when he orchestrated the arrest of Uncle Baba, that it was because he has a personal grudge with the man. So he now used that opportunity, because when he got him to the police station, he now called May to come. And May was saying that she's busy, but he kept on telling her to come, even if it's just a minute or whatever. So May didn't know that, apparently he wanted to use that to what is it called now, to like give credit to what he was doing, something like that, so that people will still believe that May engaged him to be representing her, not knowing that it is not so. And then after the man now said that he's no longer representing May, put it out there on the social media, and been posting videos back to back and all that, dragging one thing or the other, that May should have said thank you DPA and all that. I made a video on that, and I said to the man, listen, as a lawyer, even though they're saying that you're debarred, in the US, I wouldn't know here in Nigeria. As a lawyer, if somebody engaged your services as a legal counsel, okay, legal representative, if for one reason or the other the times are breached by either of the parties and you decided to withdraw, your services to your client, you write the person under your letterhead to tell the person, look, I am no longer going to be representing you. You might not state the reasons, but you just tell the person that you're not going to be representing him or her. And then if there's any money that is involved, for instance, the person paid you to do that, and if you are now the one that is withdrawing, then you can now talk with the person on how to either refund, or whether that will now be sorted out, in the letter that you write to the person under your letterhead, not coming out on social media to say, because I don't think she engaged on social media, if at all May engaged the services of that Emeka Ugwuonye. And again, he now continued doing videos back to back. Now, going by what Aproko Driver said, if it is true that he called me that time to come and kind of authenticate, what his arrest of Uncle Baba and everything, okay? If that was the reason why he called May, and May came, and it looked as if it is okay, May that said he should go and arrest this person. What I want to believe that, I don't think it is May, because she has never said anybody should be arrested, okay? The much people are dragging her, she'll just keep quiet, and all, like we know, her silence that is so good in all this while. So the man now came out and was now saying that May should have said thank you DPA when one or two persons started dragging him. Obviously, people allegedly that he has been asking probably to pay money to register the May Nation or whatever, and those people didn't find it funny. Apparently, they got in touch with May and now told May, look, this is the latest thing that this man is trying to do and all that. So I think May now started distancing herself and everything. So for you now to come and ask me to come and say thank you DPA simply means you are telling those people, look, May, I have the backings of May in what I'm doing, whether it is legal or not. And that is what May was trying to avoid. That was what I all about my video. And then I now saw the latest that Aproko Bus Driver did, where she was now saying that the man, that Emeka Ugwuonye, has sued her, that she what is it called now? She recorded their conversation on that 10 million issue, and that she should apologize publicly, and that she should pay damages of 20 million and all that. I think that is part of his prayers in that suit, because Aproko Bus Driver read it out. So when I saw that, I said, "Oh, this man that I'm saying that, look, this man, I don't think this man is practicing. To be honest, I don't think this man is practicing. However, this video is about, a Proko Bus Driver. Sister, you see, this video is just for you. First of all, I watched that video, as I said, where you said that the man has sued you for whatever, and then 20 million and all that. So this man is all about money and all that. But I want to point out a few things, and then, what I feel is a counsel that I should give to you. First of all, it is now a crime in Nigeria, even though you're not based in Nigeria, for anybody to record his or her discussion with someone without the person know, if the person is not aware. I mean, if the other person is not aware and you record, it is now an offense in Nigeria. The law has just been passed just recently. But I know that you did not record that because you didn't play any voice note. You just said the video, you made the video and just said what happened, okay? You didn't do that. So if you observe very well, the man is not suing you because you said he's been debarred, because he knows he has been debarred, okay? That if you sue you for that, saying that he's debarred, whereas it's not, that you bring out a proof, or people will throw up one or two videos or one or two things on the social media that you can use, your lawyers can use to, like, handle the case. All he's now trying to do is that you recorded that, to see whether you can agree that you recorded that. That is a smart move he's trying to play on you, whether you'll agree. But the video that I saw, you did not play any voice note. If you had recorded it, you would have played the voice note there. See when he's saying that and all that and all that. Even if you had recorded it, it would have been before the law was, was signed into law. It would have been before then. But however, the video that I saw that you made, there was no recording. You didn't play any voice note, so there was no recording. Okay? I just want to believe, because the you that I know, if there's any recording, you would have played it, okay? But you just said it, what happened, what you people discussed and all that. Now, having said that, I want you to be careful and refrain from making any comments about that issue, so that you don't say something that will implicate you without knowing. Quickly get a lawyer, a sound one at that. If it will be possible, Aproko, if it will be possible, get the lawyer that is handling the right lawyer that is handling May Edochie's case, divorce case with you, from his chambers. If it is Uncle Femi Falana, as I heard in one or two videos, I don't know whether it is true, but if it is Uncle Femi Falana that is good enough, please engage his services. Engage the services of Uncle Femi Falana. One reason is that he has been following this case. He's abreast of this case. He knows, he has a good knowledge of what is playing out and what is happening about between you and May, and then Julius and the trio. Okay, so he is aware. So that if it is now the person that engaged, he wouldn't have to take time to study the case file to now know what has been going on, how many years it's going on, what videos you did and everything. So it will be easier for this other person, since what this man is suing you for is that you recorded. So they will now go through the video that you made to see that you didn't record anything. That is number one. Number two, I also saw, I think it was in that video, or was it? I think it was in that video where you said you used the letterhead of Supreme Court, to do that. That is a serious one. The reason why you also have to get, if it is Uncle Femi Falana that is, and the senior advocate of Nigeria that is handling Uncle May's case, divorce case with you. The other reason why you have to, I'm suggesting, I am counseling, that you should engage in services, okay, is because in his chambers, I am certain that there will be Supreme Court lawyers there. So it will be easier to verify whether that letterhead is genuinely from Supreme Court, because Supreme Court is the apex court in the land. So any person that is now trying to use a fake letterhead of Supreme Court, that is a serious case, and it's even a serious case against the federal government. It's a serious case against the judiciary arm of government, no longer an individual. So that is one of the reasons that I want you to engage the services of whoever that is the lawyer, if it is Uncle Femi Falana, who is the senior advocate of Nigeria and a senior lawyer, that experience and all that, that would just be wonderful. Then that is also why I said to you that it will also be smart of you and wise of you if you refrain from making any statement, because as you're making statement, they are studying what you're saying, so they will look for loopholes from one or two things that you will say innocently without knowing. Do you understand the thing now? And then they use it against you, so you make it more difficult for your defense counsel, to like pull through your case. So if you refrain from saying anything and then let your defense counsel, now, guide you on, such or what utterances you could be making and all that and all, you sit down and discuss with them so that you know, even if it's going to be on the phone, since you are not based here, right? So I think that's the way that it should go. And at the end of the day, that they bar something. If it is true, if you have one or two evidence, I think the first person I heard it from is Chi Jenny. That time that Emeka Ugwuonye had problems with Uncle Baba. Excuse me, guys. She was the first person I heard it from. So if it is true, if you have any evidence to that effect, oh, well and fine, then your own legal team can now have that as something they are going to work on, used to work on, So because if it's debarred in the US, I don't know if it's debarred here in Nigeria. But it will not be out of place to now petition the Nigerian Bar Association, national at the national level, and then the state where he's practicing, if it is Lagos State, or I don't know which state he's from, if it is Lagos State, for instance, that is based on, that is practicing, that it has his that is DPA clinic, to also petition the chapter, Lagos State chapter of the NBA. Let them know that somebody who has been debarred, is now doing that, one or two things. I'm certain if you call for any evidence or proof from people on the social media, you'll be shocked that people will throw up one or two things that you can quickly send to your lawyers to use it to like package your case and all that. So I think that's the way that you should go, because I don't see why this man is so pained. If May has said, assuming May engaged her, May now said, okay, don't represent me anymore, and she paid you for the time that you, so why is it if you're sound enough and good enough, competent enough, other people will engage you? So why are you now bent on trying to now say, okay, you and May are cool now, they are in talking terms, they are this, that? So what is that? And like I said to him in that video, the very person that you identify that has been trolling you, you're saying it's May Nation, and I keep on saying this, and this thing that people are saying May Nation, it is possible that somebody who is supporting Judy Austin or somebody who is supporting you can now feign to be a May Nation and then be trolling people. And then if you ask the person will say up May Nation as if the person is a May Nation, but meanwhile it's from somebody that is supporting Judy Austin. So this idea of that is a May Nation or May Nation, I don't think it is true all the time. However, if the person that he identified as the one that is trolling him, he said made a call to him and told him, are you taking your medication or BP medication or something? If you identify the person, then that's the person to sue. Because the call you had with the person and then the videos the person made, if it is directly to you or directed to you and it's not defamation, it is in response to what you said. If it is outright defamation, then you sue the person. Why are you dragging me inside? That May should identify and say, thank you, DPA. Why should May say that? The person that is dragging you, why don't you take the person to court? Now you are taking a Aproko Bus Driver to court. You have sued her, but the person that you said were talking against you didn't sue the person, because the person obviously didn't defame you. Maybe the person just reacted to the video that he made or the claim he made, and then he now said that the person is May Nation is attacking him. Meanwhile, I recall, like I said, guys, the first video that Aproko Bus Driver did was where she was calling on him to sue Chi Jenny, because Chi Jenny was now telling lies that time that May wasn't wearing bra, that Zayn is looking unkempt. There were a lot of things the woman was just saying that time that did not just make any sense, okay? So this lady now said that Aproko Driver now called on that Emeka Ugwuonye and now said, okay, why don't you sue this lady that is dragging me and is telling all this kind of lies against her, right? And that was where the discussion of the 10 million and all that, you shouldn't tell me and all that, that was the discussion that they held, okay? And they also saw in that video that she did, and now I remember that the Emeka Ugwuonye accepted that he told her that he should pay 10 million, but it was to scare her away from suing somebody. If you say you're representing Queen May and somebody is bullying the woman, and you're now saying you're scaring somebody who is telling you what you're supposed to do, what is supposed to be your responsibility, towards protecting her, at least legally, on the social media, and then you are now saying you are asking her for 10 million to scare her, and then you ended up not suing the woman, but you ended up now suing her. Does it just make sense? No. Does it just make sense? Somebody should help me make it sense, okay? Anyways, so, Aproko driver, that's the counsel I have to give to you now. I'm certain by now you must have gotten your lawyer to study the case, the suit, and then read the clause by clause what is involved there, and they now know how to package a defense for you. But like I said, it won't be out of place if you get the same lawyers from the same chambers that is handling May's own, because they must be abreast of what is going on, that story since it started, and they must have been briefed and all that. And then even the Emeka person, if it's still the bad, even in Nigeria, they should also know. And then if that letterhead from Supreme Court, as you said, is a fake one, I'm sure then in his chambers they will have Supreme Court lawyers there, so it will be easier to do an internal check to find out whether somebody is now trying to engage in forgery or whatever, right? Having said all that, Proko, let me say this to you: it's your personal life and it's your choice. But I think there's need for me to chip in this. There was a time you made a video and said that God does not answer prayers. You also made a video and said that there's nothing like a Bible or something. I stand to be corrected, but you were just trying to give the impression that going to the head that you don't go to church. I think yes, that you don't go to church. Either you don't believe in church or you don't believe in the Bible, something like that, and that God does not answer prayers. Proko, that is not the right thing to say. That is not the right thing to say at all. You don't come up and put out such a thing on the social media, right? I want to believe that you're a Christian. Whether you now go to Germany and you decided not to be going to church, that's a different thing. Somebody in the church, in the denomination where you belong to, may have done something bad to you, okay? It's an individual that hurt you, not God. Okay, don't say that God does not answer prayers. God answers prayers. Can I shock you that you are alive today is not because you are smart, and it's not because you're beautiful, that you got a job in Germany where you learned how to drive a bus, and you're driving a bus and you're making money. My sister, it is not by your power. It is not by your knowledge that you too know it, or that you are rightly connected or not. No, no, no. It is just the mercy of God. If you say that God does not answer prayers, there are a lot of people that are your age mates that are 6 feet today. But here you are, hale and hearty, okay? Married, excited person, smart person, and all that. It is not your making. It is not certificate. It is not your beauty. There are a lot of people that are in that Germany that are looking for that have been looking for a job for years. There are a lot of people that are in that Germany that can eat just once in a day, right? The same country that you are in. So at every point in time, you should realize that there's a God. Yeah? There's a God that ruleth in the affairs of men, and he answers prayers. So don't say that. The Bible says to God that answers prayer, to whom all flesh shall return. Right? So he answers prayers. I don't know the prayer that you made to God that he didn't answer, that you are now saying that God does not answer prayers. Meanwhile, let me also say something, because somebody said a thing like that, that if you pray to God about something, if that thing is according to his will for you, because he knows what is best for you, okay? If you pray and ask God for something and he didn't give it to you that time, it does not mean he didn't hear. It does not mean he will not answer. There are two issues. Number one, either that is not his will for you, or that is not the time he wants you to have it. If it is his will for you and it is the right time that he wants you to have it, my sister, you will have it. Do you know that God answers even thoughts? Thoughts. Your thought, you sit down now and be thinking, oh, you'll be wishing and desiring that this will happen, that if it is according to the will of God, it happens. It happens. If God can answer your thoughts, how much more the prayers you open your mouth to utter to him? He hears and he answers. So that thing that you said, I think it's not the right thing for you to say. And please, if it will be possible, go to God in prayers and ask him to forgive you. Ask him to show you mercy, right? The Bible says that he that breaks the hedge, the serpent will bite. You might say this thing now, people will be clapping for you and telling you, some people will telling you, now, it is true now. Maybe people that are atheists will tell you, there's no God, self, let alone answer, who is God? There's no God. And they'll be telling you all that. So you think what you said is right. My sister, That statement that you made is wrong. That statement, I don't want to say, use another word that is bigger than wrong. Let me just leave it at wrong. It is wrong. And that is why I'm saying, if it will be possible for you, go to God in prayers. I believe you pray with your husband. Go to God in prayers and ask him for forgiveness. Ask him to pardon you. Ask him to, he's a merciful father, right? And then ask him to show you mercy. Because this thing that you said, it can attract something to you that you cannot imagine. Like I said to you, that you are alive today is not because you are better than any other person. Those people that are 6 feet now, nobody is better than them. That all of us are alive, not only you. All of us, that anybody that is alive today, it is just by the mercy of God. It is just by the mercy of God. Are you aware that two people can go in for surgery? Is it CS? Is it appendicitis? Is it whatever? Okay? And then one person will come out hale and hearty. Another person will not survive it. Another person will just go. So, that person survived it does not mean that that person's skin or body is finer than the other person. It is just the mercy of God. It is just the mercy of God. So, my sister, I saw that video, and then I felt that if it will not be out of place if you can go to God in prayers and ask Him to show you mercy and to forgive you for that thing that you said, because what you said is wrong. Very, very wrong for you to say it of God, the Almighty of the Almighties, the great monarch in Zion. No, sis. I think you oversaid that thing that you said that time. Okay. Um, the much you can do, if I should add, is that if there's anything that you have asked God for, okay, and that thing didn't happen or something, go to God in prayers and then ask Him, Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, because I want to believe you're a Christian. You're a Christian, I know. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, why? And make a prayer of inquiry. There's something that's called a prayer of inquiry. Make a prayer of inquiry. Ask God, why did this thing not happen? What happened? This, that. What? Just ask Him. You open up to Him. He's your Father. Feel free to ask Him, just like your biological father, or even this your husband that both of you are always so loved up and everything. I'm certain there are certain things you see him do. You ask him and say, I think his name is Loveless or Love or something. You ask him and say, love or what, honey or whatever thing you call it. You say, what did you want? So the same way you ask him is the same way you ask God and get answers. Ask God, they say, why is this thing like this? Oh God, why is it? Why is it? Instead of you to saying that God does not answer prayers, ask God why this prayer, this request I made to you. God, why didn't you answer me now? He will tell you why. He will visit you. He'll give you a visitation. He will give you a ministration for you to know. Like I said, two reasons. If it is not His will for you, or it is not the right timing, you'll find out that whatever He's going to tell you will fall within this. So that way you'll be satisfied, and you will now be calm. You have the peace and know that, okay, God has answered you, and then He's there with you. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about. That's why I said that this video is for you. Our prayer goes for you. Emeka Ugwuonye is just trying to, like, can you imagine demanding 20 million for what? My sister, it is well. Let it not trouble you. God is in control, okay? I just want you to, go about your normal videos and everything. I trust you because you're a very smart person. I like you for that. And then I pray that, God will continue to assist you so that, you'll be churning out more videos that will be so entertaining, that will be so educating, and that will be so informative, okay? All right, my sister, that's all I have to say to you in this video. Friends, that's all I have to say to Aproko Bus Driver in this video. Please leave your comments at the comment section, especially if you're my subscriber or if you come across this video and probably you are also a lawyer. Please let me know what is your thoughts at the comment section so that we can have a conversation around that. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you, dear, so very much, lovelies. I love you guys so dearly. Bye.